Happy birthday to me! Misha? Bad joke, sorry.
Were you doing the wah-wah over there? Is it?
Yeah, he's
You can't drop the wah-wah and expect me to keep my clothes on.
Yeah, write it down.
I'm not sure how any of you have clothes on right now.
They don't, it's dark.
See? Amazing.
I think I'm pretty happy with Sam. Thank you though.
Yeah, I guess I'll stick with Dean. Although, playing Rob Benedict's role wouldn't be half bad either. You just drop in once every 5 years.
Say a line.
Remind everybody who you are, and thanks for the check. See you later. Well,
Fair
anyway.
enough.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. You got it.
Hi.
Hi. Jared, I love you like a chihuahua, but my question to Jensen.
Chihuahuas are very lovable.
I have 3. So that means I love you a lot.
Is it hot again?
But my question is, since Dean has a slightly bad self-esteem issue, I wanted to know what you thought, if Dean had to choose his best quality, what would it be? And what you as Jensen would say Dean's best quality was?
His taste of music. That was an easy one. Yeah, that was pretty easy.
Are you cheating? Is that both of the answers?
Wait, there was 2 questions?
What Dean would say his best quality was, and what you would say.
Then yes.
Thank you.
I'm not changing that.
Hey, you got it, flaunt it.
Hi.
Hi.
What's it like having animals on set? Because in the past we've seen many scenes with animals, including Cass's interrogation with the cat.
I'll say this. I am an animal lover. I have 2 dogs and yeah, big animal fan. I don't have 3 chihuahuas, but I would love them if I did. That having been said, having animals on set is miserable. Miserable, because...
Miserable's a strong word.
Miserable's a strong word. Putrid is a... It's the way a TV show films. You film an episode in 8 days, and you need to be able to go. You need to be able to get stuff in 1 or 2 takes. And animals, just by virtue of they're animals, don't always want to do what they don't want to be famous, right? So they're like, I'm not gonna hit my mark. Their owners get the paycheck anyway, so they have no motivation. So sometimes a scene that should take 30 minutes takes 4 hours, just because it's. God. Yeah, or just doesn't properly know how to cooperate. It gets really difficult, and then you end up kind of more concerned about making sure the animal does the thing. And inevitably, in the Supernatural show, it's not like a dog runs across the parking lot. It's like the dog shakes the hand and then goes to the pillow, bites the pillow twice, goes and brushes. You're like, how do you get a dog to do that? Like, it could be, it could be a human in a dog outfit, and it still would be difficult. And so I just think we call it one of the anchors. We have these kind of code words where something that's going to take a lot of time to take care of is called an anchor, because it slows us all down. So it's one of the anchors. It's fun to watch, but it's really hard to make a TV show. Misha.
Misha's an anchor.
Anchor. Yeah. Anchor Collins. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. It's with the amount of script that we're packing into 8 days is already challenging from a producing standpoint. Just logistically, there's a lot of locations, there's a lot of scenes, there's a lot of characters, there's a lot of dialogue. When you throw really animal and children, and I mean small children.
We love children.
And we love children. And because then the entire production becomes about, okay, how can we all have to cater to this dog, because if somebody's working too loud, it might get distracted. If somebody's moving behind the camera, it might get distracted. So everybody has to be kind of on pins and needles, and it just makes production that much longer than it already is, and it's already super long. So nothing against the animals themselves, it's just, it doesn't make our lives any easier, for sure.
And by virtue also of, like, let's use dogs for instance. If a dog is trained by a very competent trainer, the dog is usually focused on that trainer, like laser focused. So if the camera's here and the trainer's there, and Dean or Sam are supposed to be talking to the dog, and we're over there, the dog is just like this, looking at the trainer, and we're like, and so it's really difficult for them to then switch loyalties to some dudes wearing makeup they've never seen.
Well, yeah, and if we had time, or if there was like a recurring, if this was a movie, for use an example, like I Am Legend, when Will Smith had that dog there, like he spent a ton of time getting to know that dog, and that dog built a trust. We don't have that luxury, so it can be difficult. But anyway, we love animals. We just don't like working with them.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I just wanted to start. You made a note about the random people passing us today. Yesterday I was dressed in the full Dean and the LARP outfit.
Good for you.
Thanks. But I was in the full wig and the makeup and the shield and the sword, and the elevator opened and these 4 suburban couples were looking at me. And I just had to step in and turn around, and it was very cool.
Freedom!
And one of them eventually leaned over and just went, "What's going on this weekend?" So that was fun.
Please tell me your response was, "I lost a bet."
I should have said that, yeah. No, I just kind of went, and got off the elevator.
I will kill you! You see this sword? It's real.
My question's for Jensen. I was wondering if you could give us a little context behind the video you and Misha and Catherine tweeted of the cat video. You guys
That was funny. That was really funny.
So, somebody...
Did everybody see it?
That's frightening. Somebody sent me, these... What's up with the cat videos, people? No. For those of you who are on the interweb, there's lots of cat videos out there. Well, somebody sent me one, thought it was funny, I looked at it, I chuckled. And it was the cat video that was, so I showed Misha, he chuckled, then Catherine saw it, she chuckled, and then it was her idea. She's like, you guys should do like a human reenactment of this. And we were, oddly enough, waiting for Jared. So,
see, you owe me a thank you.
Jared was handling a phone call, so we had a few minutes, and so we were just standing there on set, and Catherine grabbed the phone, and we just did it, and then she all of a sudden started editing it and like doing super slow-mo and then speeding it up, and I'm like, my God, how do you, like, oh right, you're 18. You know everything about an iPhone. And then she posted it, and we laughed and showed a few of the crew members, and then next thing you know, it was like the views like shot up, and I'm like, well, I just recreated a cat video.
Will you give us?
That's a highlight. That's a highlight. That's a career highlight right there.
While you're giving context to tweets, will you give us the context of your picture in the green thong that Misha? The picture from Misha yesterday. Delete it. He deleted it. Oh, that's a good one though. Oh, go back.
I'm not seeing anything. What the?
We all have them. We all have them. Yes, he did. I think it's.
I apologize for Misha. You know what's funny is his manips are getting better.
That's true. He's finding the better ones now.
Well, I'm just gonna go on record to say that was not me. It may have been my face, but that was not me. Although,
Pretty ripped.
really good, like
Yeah, good manip.
Photoshop.
Yeah.
Impressive.
I'm pretty. Yeah. I'm not even mad.
Disturbing, but impressive.
The whole block of cheese.
Cliff, you can take that off your screensaver.
Thank you for your question. Have a good one.
Thanks.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. I'm actually from Vancouver, so I've had the chance to see you guys on location a couple times. And I've noticed that, more specifically with Jensen, there is quite a few eating scenes. And I was wondering, because you have to do at least half a dozen, it seems, every time I see you. Do you guys ever get sick of doing something because in the show you've had to do it so many times?
Yeah, eating's pretty tough sometimes.
Even when it's something you enjoy eating, like if it's a piece of pizza or a hamburger or a donut or something, where if you ate it casually, it would be rather enjoyable. To have to do it on camera, knowing you have to do it time and time and time and time again, you learn how to. Didn't we just do a scene was it with Travis? And we were eating the tacos or something, and he's like eating. We're like, dude, you're gonna not.
Yeah, listen, pal. Coming from experience, you're not gonna want
Smaller bites.
You're not gonna want to eat this much in the master shot because you're gonna have to continue to do it over and over. Yeah, we've kind of found ways to, maybe have one bite, and then that's it. What? Yeah, great. Pie, whatever.
3.1415.
Of course, yeah.
9265357.
Keep going, nerd. I will say that I think the worst was the turducken. That almost sent me over the edge. That was,
Color. It was the color of it. It was turkey.
It was a turkey burger, I think.
No, it was like a turkey veggie. It was like a weird congealed.
It was messed up. Oh yeah, no what? It was.
It had a leak.
No, it was. They had created it. They had they're like, listen, this is gonna be. It can't look like anything we've seen before. So they actually got, I think, a catering company to come and design something. And there was like lentils and quinoa and
It's quino.
yeah, whatever that stuff is. But it was this patty, and it was bad. That got you, didn't it? Y'all know what I mean. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks for reminding me and bringing that horrible memory back up.
Very sorry, thanks.
It's all right.
All right. Hi.
Hi, first of all, I want to say thank you guys for coming to Seattle and for everything. My question is, are there any developments you've wanted to see your characters go through, but you haven't got the chance to do yet?
It'd be fun to see them retire. Like, on a beach.
Not retire, vacation.
Yes.
I would like to explore a hunter's vacation. Maybe they went like a 2-week cruise or something to the Bahamas.
That would be
Vegas.
fun. You can't cruise to
They
Vegas.
go to Vegas anyway.
Wait, let's take a 2-week cruise to Vegas. I'm not sure how that would be working. You know what I will say? There was a scene at the beginning of this season. I think it was the episode with the sister werewolves where we were sitting having a beer. We ended up doing an ice bucket challenge that day, remember? But it was Sam and Dean sitting in like lawn chairs with some sunglasses on, drinking beer, taking a moment. Yeah, and as simple as the scene was, I was like, we should see some of this. I think we should see more of that, and I think we should see more of Sam and Dean training. Like, Steven thinks he's all tough with his salmon ladder. I can do it faster. So that'd be a lot of fun.
So man, I'm getting older. I don't need to be training on camera.
It would be our photo doubles.
Oh, in that case.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Hey, I was wondering what real-world problems or annoyances you think the boys might have faced on hunts that we just don't get to see on the show.
Traffic. We have never seen Sam and Dean hit traffic.
Yeah, can you imagine Dean in like bumper-to-bumper traffic? You want to talk about some road rage.
Like on I-5 at like 4 p.m. Heading anywhere. Sam and Dean like, what is going on here?
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, absolutely. I see Dean like getting out with a Biggerson's cup and just slamming it into some guy's front windshield. Yeah, traffic, that's a good one.
I think traffic is probably. I would actually like to see that. I think it'd make for a funny scene. It would probably be difficult to film.
Or, kind of along the similar lines, getting lost and arguing over like the map. Stopping for directions. Nah, you never see that. Yeah.
That'd be great. You'd get out to get directions, then just walk inside and not get directions. Come back. I got directions. No, you didn't. You just went.
I got directions. No, you didn't. You just
totally
got beef jerky. That's all you got.
No, I asked for directions. No, you didn't. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi there, my name is Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
First, I just wanted to thank you guys. You guys have been in my life for 10 years. I know not, really in my life, but you've been in my life since I was 24, so I've grown up with you guys a little bit, and I want to thank you because you guys mean the world to me. So, I'm sharing this to you. My question is did you ever think the fandom would get so big and so loyal and become so close-knit to where they help each other out and where they become just like one person because we're so close-knit?
No. No, this is, we never imagined this. We never could have imagined this. This has been an experience, a once-in-a-lifetime experience for us as well. To be on a show that is so satisfying to be a part of, and to have made relationships with people that are, truly fulfilling, and to also have this as part of your family it's truly something. It's truly something we could have never dreamed of, but now that we're here, it's like it is inspiring and humbling, and it blows us away constantly. So thank you.
And I hope you guys know, and this is not, this is not publicity, or I'm not trying to brown nose, but we legitimately wouldn't be here if y'all weren't here. So no, thank you. If it weren't for y'all banding together and spreading the word and doing all that, we wouldn't exist here. So we love you too. We love you. I guess I said it first. So we love you one. Y'all love us two. We love you three. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I love
Thank
you
y'all.
guys.
Love you
Thank
back.
you.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Abby, and I was wondering if you could be any Disney princess. Which
I've given this a lot of thought. I'd have to be Jasmine. What are you laughing at, Elsa?
I can show you the world.
We were walking yesterday. Remember we were walking through downtown and there was a guy playing a flute like downtown by the Comic-Con, and we were walking to lunch or something. And it was 3 or 4 notes, and Ackles is like, dude, that's your jam. And I was like, don't dog Aladdin. He's like, is it really Aladdin? Yes.
I was joking. I didn't, because obviously it was just an instrumental. And I'm like, hey, check it out. He's playing your jam, not even knowing. And he was like, yeah, it's an Aladdin. Yeah, I would. He's actually right. I would have to be Elsa only because my soon-to-be 2-year-old daughter is obsessed with her, and I think that if I have any chance of gaining more affection from her, I would have to dress with one giant blonde braid.
Thank you.
Thanks for embarrassing the hell out of me just now.
I'm gonna also take a side note. You are awesome. That was awesome. She was like jumping up and laughing the whole time. She's like, "Who are you gonna be?" That gives me a smile. So thank you.
It used to be superheroes. Now we're
Now
getting
it's
Disney
just
princesses.
That's true. Hi.
That's right. For those of you in the back who didn't hear her, she said, "We already are superheroes." Just wanted to make sure you heard. Hi.
Okay, sorry, I'm really nervous. So if Sam and Dean, knowing what they know now and having the skill sets they have now, were entered into the Hunger Games, what do you think the outcome
What do you think the outcome would be?
I'm fairly certain that Dean would win. I mean, have you seen his appetite? Is it like an eating competition? It's like hamburgers and pies or something? Because I would clean up.
You know, it's Kobayashi. They dip the hot dogs in the water.
Yeah, with the hot dogs and oh yeah, no, Dean would at least second place.
I have a funny story. We were in Boston for a convention many years ago, and you didn't make it, but Jason Manns was there, and we ended up hanging out. And I think I had an extra day there or something. I didn't leave until the next evening. And so he was over, and we were having a beer in the hotel room or whatever. And he was like, "Dude, I got to make a confession." I was like, "What?" He goes, I bought the Hunger Games and I read them." And I was like, That's okay, man. Thanks for sharing." And he goes, "They're barely English, but they're fun." And I was like, "All right." And so the next day I went for a walk, and I walked into the Harvard bookstore and asked for Hunger Games. It was a bunch of collegiate, like academic, very bright people looking at me like, ugh.
We don't serve your kind.
And they were Bostonites also, so they already didn't like me. I think the Winchesters would win. You know? Yeah. But I think they'd get along with catnip.
Oh yeah, no, Dean will eat catnip. He's not, like, it doesn't have to be human food. Cat food, dog food.
If it's a contest?
If it is a contest, I will go to town.
Jensen, you're in the wrong game.
What's that?
You're in the wrong game.
You said Hunger Games, right? Yeah, I mean, we just had lunch, so I'm good right now. But, in theory, clean house. No problem.
Thank you.
My name is Grace. And I was
Hi,
just
Grace.
wondering if, in the Executioner song, if the Castiel and Colette parallel was a big part of the plot, or it was just something that happened.
Which one was that episode again?
The one where Dean killed Cain.
Oh, is that what it was called? Executioner Song? I didn't realize that. That's a great book.
This is a good episode. I stabbed you in the thigh. Yes.
Yeah, it still hurts. I wonder if that'll make the gag reel. Yeah, I got
No, because you didn't react.
I know.
Because you have no feelings.
Inside, I do.
You're dead inside.
Yeah, dude, I went to hell. I came out soulless.
And for those of you who don't know, he went to catch me after Dean killed Cain, and I had a very large, rather pointy knife in my hand that went right into his thigh. And he didn't even react. He grabbed me and finished the scene. He's like, "Ow." And I'm like, "Yeah." This was in your leg.
It was, so, let's show him. So he comes down, he came down the stairs, right? And Cass and Sam are waiting. That's his knife. That's Cain's knife. He's holding Cain's knife. And he's coming down, and Sam can tell he's about to fall, so I go to catch him. And that went right into my, and I was sort of like, and they're like, "Cut." yanked it out, and I was like, he goes, dude, I gotcha. I was like, yeah, I think he got me. There was a hole in the pants, and
it was
dark spot.
with blood.
Dark spot was spreading. I think well, luckily I had a tetanus booster, I guess, but yeah, I still have a hole in my leg.
My knives are clean.
And then they wrapped up, and then we had to shoot more, but there was still blood coming out, and so they had to wrap it with gauze. But all that did was make so now blood was coming out like right here and right there. It was like, well,
it wasn't a good wrap job.
Yeah, the hole in my leg is fine, but outside of the gauze is still bleeding.
I'd say it was almost a half inch.
It got bone
into your quad there. That was a good one.
That was your question,
yeah,
right?
that was our highlight of that episode.
What were you asking about? Sorry.
If the Castiel and Colette parallel was part of the plot, or if it just kind of happened.
I'll let you take this one.
I think she really wanted to hear from you.